Hey guys, long time no freaking see. I have not filmed a video in a month. I have not had motivation to do shit. I don't know. I just haven't really wanted to film a YouTube video, and also like my TikTok has been like stressing me the fuck out. They're about to delete my channel if one video gets deleted again, like my dumpster diving video. So I can't film dumpster diving videos on there anymore, which I'm gonna start filming them on here. This is a pimple. This is the first pimple I've had in 5 months, so we love that. I won't cover. But anyway, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla. Today I am filming a video on the Gabby Petito case. I have been stressed as fuck going to sleep. I've been on Facebook, on Twitter. I've been everywhere just like researching this case, like trying to follow along and like try to get people's opinions. So this video, I'm gonna give a little bit detail what happened, but most people know because this case went viral on TikTok and stuff. But I really just want to like share my thoughts about it all. I've literally cried over this case. I don't know why it just hits me so hard. I guess because she was almost the same age as me. She's 22. I mean, I'm 20. I'm gonna turn 21 in a few months, but oh, she's young. I really love her energy and how she like does van life and stuff, because that's what I'm actually going to be doing, traveling in a van and stuff. So I don't know, I just like, I feel like I have a lot in common with her, so it just hits me hard at home. But if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about this case, then just keep on watching this video. If you don't know who Gabby is, this is her. I'll insert some pictures. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. She's beautiful. She's adventurous. She's 5'5". She was born March 19th, 1999. Gabby Petito and her fiance, 23-year-old fiance, Brian Laundrie, they were traveling in a van. They were going to like different like national parks and stuff, traveling the world, you know, living the life as we thought. I guess it was just perceived differently online, like most things, but their relationship was not as it seems. Like most relationships, like we can post stuff and we can seem all happy, but then like behind closed doors, shit goes on. Especially like something this every relationship has their problems is what I'm trying to get at. So all of a sudden Gabby goes missing. They are traveling. She was last seen on August 24th in Salt Lake City, Utah. She did post an Instagram picture on August 25th. We don't know if it was Brian that posted the picture or if it was Gabby herself. Personally, I don't know. No one knows besides Brian. Brian, her fiance, drives home in September knowing that she's missing. And he does not tell authorities that she's missing or anything. He just drives home like it's a normal day and just doesn't report her missing. Now that is the first thing that is very sketchy and does not sit right with me. There's a lot of things in this case that don't sit right with me, but this is the biggest one. If you know your fiance is missing, why did you not report the day that she went missing? Like, you're in a van, there's not much people around. It's because he had something to do with it. That's all I'm gonna say. She did go missing approximately like the 25th of August. A few days after that, she was liking her friend's Instagram post, and I'll put those right here. Just like before, I don't know if it was her that liked these posts or if it was Brian. Doesn't make sense. Like maybe he accidentally was like on her Instagram and like liked them. Either way, that's really weird. What got me to film this, or the first thing that I remember seeing this case, was girl had ended up giving Brian a ride, and she said that he seemed nice, like he seemed normal, he didn't seem like suspicious or anything, till she was gonna drop him off at this location. I don't really remember the location of it, but I'll just post a video right here.
Hi, my name is Miranda Baker, and on August 29th, my boyfriend and I picked up Brian at Grand Teton National Park at 5:30 at night at Coulter Bay. I'm hoping this can help someone identify him because I saw him from TikTok, which then made me call the authorities, and my boyfriend and I have been in contact with a bunch of different people to help piece together different parts of this case. But we picked him up at Coulter Bay, like I said, at 5:30. He approached us asking us for a ride because he needed to go to Jackson, which we were going to Jackson that night. So I said, you know, hop in. He hopped in the back of my Jeep, We then, proceeded to make small talk. But before he came in the car, he offered to pay us like $200 to give him a ride, like 10 miles. So that was kind of weird. He then told us he's been camping for multiple days without his fiance. He did say he had a fiance, and that she was working on their social media page back at their van. Then once, like, in conversation, I brought up, yep, like, we're going to Jackson. He freaked out. He's like, nope, I need to get out right now. Like, pull over. So we pulled over at the Jackson Dam, which I don't know if you know, like, Teton Park, but it's not very far from Coulter Bay. And if this does, like, reach people, I can post pictures of, exactly where we were. We picked him up and the whole route or whatever, and like screenshots of like the timestamps. We dropped him off at 6:09 p.m. on August 29th. He kind of like hurried out of the car, and then he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go find someone else to, hitchhike. And we're like, okay. It was a weird situation. So when we picked him up, he was wearing a backpack, he had a long sleeve pants, hiking boots, and he had like scruff, but he didn't look dirty. For someone who was camping for multiple days, like, he didn't look dirty, he didn't smell dirty, so that part was kind of weird. And I'm just really hoping that they find her, and this helps someone like remember seeing him, or something like that.
A lady posted a video, I think she posted it up on YouTube, and Gabby's van was in the back. It was definitely her van, like all the stickers were there and everything. Also saw Gabby's flip-flops by the van in the video that she shot. This lady, or I think it was her boyfriend or husband or something, they were definitely a big help in this case, because that video is what led police to look in this area. Sorry, something is wrong with my throat. In Teton National Forest in Wyoming. That is where the couple was. That's where they filmed it.
Please don't hesitate.
Yeah, as we're coming up on it, we're approaching it up here on the left-hand side. This is most definitely Gabby Petito's Ford Transit van. It's kind of wild, like it's insane a little bit, because we drove past. We actually weren't able to find any sites, and we ended up driving back through, saw it again, but here it is on the left. So.
And I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
But kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van. So if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking for all the help they can.
So police ended up looking, and they did discover a body. It's unconfirmed for like a day. Now, before Gabby went missing, there was body cam footage. I'm gonna insert some after I speak about this. Cops were called for a potential domestic violence, that Gabby had apparently like assaulted Brian. And you can see Gabby crying the whole time and like blaming herself, and then Brian is just like smiling, like he seems fine.
Very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer this question is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? No. What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me to calm down.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. This is 100% your call. I support you either way. I'll let you get back to your parents, okay?
To me, this sounds like gaslighting. She was like blaming herself and stuff, but we don't know what happened. We don't know if Brian like...
Your driver's license? Yeah. I was thinking it was your car tonight. This is me.
I've decided I am not going to cite you for domestic violence battery, okay? It was only going to be a Class B misdemeanor. However, the domestic violence portion of it enhances it. Makes life a major pain in the butt, especially you're 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today. So you are not going to be charged with anything. Alright? But this is what I do have to do. I am separating the two of you tonight. Okay? I want you guys both to be tonight away from each other, relax, breathe, crying, because there's no reason to be crying now, okay? This is, I understand that this can feel like it's a nightmare, but you're coming out as the golden flower on top of it, okay? So, you're going to be taking the van tonight, and you're going to go somewhere else. I am going to get him lined up for the hotel room tonight. I want you guys to stay away from each other. For both of you guys the same. From what you told me and what he told me, you guys have a bunch of little things that are building up, and finally the little string that you guys were tight walking on broke tonight. Does that sound about right? So, I just want everybody to breathe, get a chance away from each other, go eat a meal, talk to your parents, whatever it is you gotta do.
Did something first, and then maybe Gabby was scared and didn't want to like speak up about that. Brian's parents claimed that they had just found his car and brought it home, even though that they knew that he was a person of interest. They didn't mention to the cops that they hadn't seen Brian for a week, and now Brian's missing. Still on the lookout for Brian and where he is. Could have either killed himself or he's in hiding. Someone did post a picture of a guy that looks exactly like Brian. I'll insert that here. They look super identical. To me, I think it's Brian, but a lot of people say that it doesn't look like him at all, but personally I think it really does look like him. Just a tragic case. They did find the body. It was very decomposed, obviously, so they can't identify what her cause of death was, so they have to do forensics and all that, which will be back probably a month from now. It does take a while for that.
So after I filmed the video, this was posted. The cops were getting a lot of backlash saying that if they would have done their job, then Gabby wouldn't be dead and stuff. So they are doing the autopsy, which is very unlikely. They don't usually do autopsies this fast, so stuff is going to be moving pretty quickly. Thank God, and thankful for the FBI and the police and everyone who is actually doing their job on this case.
To see her cause of death, to see if Brian, you know, did something on purpose or if it was an accident. I don't know. The parents definitely have something to do with it, in my opinion. They deserve to be locked up with Brian because they knew that he was a person of interest. They didn't say anything. Brought his van back, even knowing that he was a person of interest, so, and didn't say anything about finding the van. So yes, they 1000% should be locked up in prison with Brian. Like I said, I've been looking at a Facebook page for days now, and they are some real FBIs. People on TikTok, FBI, Twitter. I got most of this information from a Facebook page, news articles, and also Brian Enton, which is a police officer or deputy that was assigned to Gabby's case, and he gave us most of the information as soon as it happened. So kudos to him, and thank you so much for working on this case for Gabby. I really do think that all of us that were like looking into the case and like looking at small details, I think we are the ones that really like solved this case, especially that couple that filmed the YouTube video. I think we all have a big part in this case because as we got this case out there, they really started looking and doing the search efforts and stuff, and the police really did not do a bad job in this, but they should have took Brian into custody the moment they saw him, considering he didn't inform the police that she was missing, and I think that's a big thing. If you don't report somebody missing, I'm sorry, you're guilty. To her family, people that just needed to get justice, and they finally did. It is a very sad, unfortunate situation. Brian most likely killed her. I'm sorry, he definitely did. At least they found the body and her parents can have justice. And I've been reading her dad's Twitter or Facebook, and very upset. Obviously it's his daughter, and it just like brings tears to my eyes because I like could not imagine. My heart goes out to the family. Should have never freaking happened. They seem like such a good couple. It did seem like Brian was in love with her, but maybe something happened and he just like went bizarre and killed her. I don't know. That is the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave your request below, subscribe, please leave a request below because I do not know what to film. I'm glad I have a platform to talk about this case. Stay happy. Bye, guys.